All right. So, some new picks. Some arrivals. Also, an order has been quite some time in the making. So let's see. First, all right. I'm discovering these as go, as usual. So this is Psych. It's Turkish, I believe. I first heard this in some newsletter and thought, oh, this is interesting. And apparently this is some kind of turntablist. Hello, Jeffrey. And yeah, there's only like 3 tracks. It's from Germany. I think he's Turkish. I'm not sure. It's on Akuphone, great label, as usual. Hey, Bodo. Anyways, it sounded pretty rad. I think this is the kind of record that will be available for quite some time. The hype sticker says, this EP assembles 3 metamorphic fourth world disco pulsations, except some heavily trancey and polyrhythmic analog phi jams. Okay, so it's limited to 250 copies, so maybe I spoke too early. Bonjour, bonjour. This will be a somewhat short stream since I don't have that much battery left on the phone, and I couldn't be asked to recharge it before doing this. Yes. I believe this is his first vinyl though. Hello Cap. Hello Paul, ça va? I hope you found the lead, Madame Sin, since I'm I'm about to go crazy. Yeah, so I'm just opening a few new purchases. How many of you guys actually buy new records? Yeah, this is cool. This will be worth investigation. This is the kind of stuff I could actually mix, not in a dance floor situation, but there will be occasions for this. Yes, Paul. All right. Let's quickly see the other side. This is cool. Like Phosphor tribal music. scratchy ones only, huh? We'll see. Let me know if you think you got a lead somewhere. Otherwise, maybe I'll sell some cool stuff. Yeah, this is cool. Alright, to the next. I'm not even sure I'm on the right speed. Oh, this is nice, by the way. Reminds me of Ramsey a little bit. Canadian girl. Woman. So now is Oyuki Conjugate. A British band. Somewhat post-industrial. Somewhat folk, fourth world. Like influenced by John Hassel, stuff like that. This is an EP that came out, I believe, last year. I think it's it might be a laugh cut though. Sound is pretty not that good. Maybe it needs a clean. This one was open, so it might have been played by someone. Ooh, next one is a double. I didn't realize that. Next one will be interesting. More than that. This is cool, but I don't know. We'll see. It was super cheap. €6. These are recordings from Tony Scott that he actually did in Africa. Mostly, the 7 first tracks are from 1970 in Dakar, Senegal, and the 2 last ones are in Johannesburg in South Africa from 57. I think this was released on CD in the mid-90s for the first time. This is the first time this is released on vinyl. Just awesome. Yeah, this is a laugh cut. I see now. This is just great. Tony Scott, Italo-American flute clarinet player. I've shown a few records of his already. His African Bird is one of my favorite records. Full Note, the Italian label. And this is released on Life Goes On Records. Never heard of them, it's their third release. Wow, this is fantastic. This track is called Miyubiwe Africa. Ooh, long live Africa, freedom. It's Tony Scott with the Senegal tribal group, clarinet, flute, trumpet, drums and bells. Do you need anything more? I could go on for a long time. Hello, Paul. Rob. Akerbilk? What do you mean, Paul? There's, unfortunately, apart from Tony Scott, there's no mention of who the players are. They're just locals. Next one is a compilation on vinyl of the work of Valentina Gončarová from 87 to 91. She's from Ukraine, and this is what she plays. Some kind of weird cello. She used to release this on cassette herself. She actually went to study music in the West. Apparently, yeah, she's from a folk music background, but she was influenced by Xenakis, by Stockhausen, and this is the volume 1 on Muscut. It came out earlier this year, I believe. And there's a volume 2 that just came out that is coming out that I pre-ordered. That sounded fantastic. This is a double LP. The other one is just a single LP. Okay, so she lives in Estonia now. She was born in Kiev in Ukraine, in the Soviet Union back then. She was born in 1953. This is some really cool deep drone. I remember nothing of this record. I just thought that sounded interesting, and then purchase. Let's see. Wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, this is really good drug music. Yes, Joël Léandre, that's right. Although Joël Léandre on Acid Clangers. I played at a rave this weekend. Although it was pretty fun. Good crowd and played lots of acid and a little bit of stuff like the next one, hopefully. The next one is something I bought with the intention of playing it out. I'm not sure it will work. This is just absolutely stunning. Really cool cover on this one. Azu Tiwaling, I don't know how to pronounce that. What I'm interested in is this, the Laxa remix. Laxa is a dubstep producer that does really, really good polyrhythm. Good pressing. Well, decent in Rob Walker world is compared to the Crapometer. That's pretty good. You see, what's cool about this is you could play this at half tempo, but it's also I could play this with something else, with a more to the floor rhythm. It would create all sorts of syncopation. It would be pretty cool. Hopefully. It's not like a timeless absolute track, but this is exactly the kind of tracks I buy, not necessarily to play it by itself, but like to play this with something else, find the right combination, because there's quite a lot of room in this, and lots of syncopation, and really cool like soundscapes and sounds that are like bursts of something, like this, almost like an elephant. So this will be really, this will be good. An inch. Okay, to be perfectly honest, the pads right underneath there, they are the exact same one as one track I released that I'm really fond of. That did quite well actually. So I had this idea of the theme. I could play this with my track. Next one is something from Croatia, kind of on the post-punk side of things, if I remember correctly. But like synthesizers, tapes, vocals. It's kind of extravagant. It's almost cheesy, if I remember correctly, but we'll see. Oh no, this is good. Oh, EPM actually. This is the name of the band. Rob. Yeah. Maybe the next track here will be more to your liking. If I remember correctly, it was quite different. We'll see. Limited edition box set. I think there was a track where someone sung for real. We'll see. It was like €7, so it's alright. And I mean, any kind of weirdness, like someone from Croatia doing this on his own, I gotta give it a chance. Yeah, Rob. I'll see. Sometimes these also, I'm trying them. Like, I mean, it seemed unique enough to give it a try, and weird enough that no one cared, so that like the shop had it on sale. So, okay. Oh, this one should be really good. If I can open it. Yes. Next one is a couple from Czechoslovakia. There's lots of music from not the traditional destinations, huh? Irene and Wojciech Havlovi. It's a compilation of tracks they released throughout the past 3 decades.
Odráží se, srdce zvonuje,
It's a duo, a folk duo, playing cello and violin. I bought a 7-inch of theirs lately. That was pretty good. Original one. They recorded most of this in Prague between throughout the 80s and 90s. Playing in the streets quite often. Oh, it was mastered by Stéphane Mathieu. Let's have like let's try to do like an audiophile moment. Oh, mastered by Stéphane Mathieu. No mention of who did the cutting. Stéphane Mathieu is someone I really look up to. Great. I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry, I don't. Yeah, blind buying 12 inches, of course. I did that today, actually. A few. But, yeah. Oh, I really, really like this. So lots of piano on these early tracks. This is wonderful. Oh, by the way, I don't know if Rachel is streaming or anyone. No, so if someone is, sorry for the very meager competition. Oh, this is beautiful. This will be really cool to investigate further. You're the cellos. Yeah, you said so, Rob, and everyone was doubting you. It'd be cool if you actually do. And yeah, well, no one would, like, people also go out of retirement, we'll see. Well, this is just great. Irina and Wojciech Havlovi, Melodies in the Sand. Hey, Michael. This is the third album from Maxwell Sterling. His previous two were highlights of 2019 and 2020 for me. Maxwell Sterling, Turn of Phrase. This one I like him so much I kind of blindboarded. Yeah, well, Rob. So Maxwell Sterling does like pure electronics. He's a trained musician, so it's avant-garde, but he's quite good at bringing something catchy and interesting and exciting about it. His previous album had lots of recordings of Don Cherry, unreleased ones. Not necessarily music, but and he did something really cool with it. I'll be doing soon a best of 2020 video, probably for this weekend or so, and he will be featured. I haven't listened to this yet, but we'll see. Hello, Johan. Ah, Gotland. So cool. What's so difficult for you, Michael, with him? Like his two first album or some of the top 10 of both years for me? Hey, Michael. How are you doing, Michael? I checked, by the way, I went and checked the band you recommended. What was it again? Yeah, it was this super group with a guy from The Locust and the drummer of Slayer doing like satanic music. It was cool, a little bit too obvious to me, for me. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I can imagine you would like it. Ah, what a shame, Johan. Oh my god. Yeah, Satanic Planet. That's what is going on in Michael's mouth right now. 45 p.m. Oh, I really like this, but he usually goes in all directions. But usually there's a theme, and in this one I can sense that, yeah, synthesizers are maybe the theme. But this is, Michael, this is gorgeous. How can you not like this? The arrangement is great. The melodies are great. The sound design is... There's nothing really like him right now. Wow. I'm blown away by this track. Actually, today I finally found. Let me show you. One of the most important bands for me. Record I bought on CD when I was a wee teen. And I finally got an original pressing on vinyl today. And it is Devo related, of course. Well, not of course, but it is. Devo Connection. Turn Around, one of my favorite Devo tracks in a fantastic version by Nirvana. Yeah. The original Geffen pressing from '92. Yeah, the other day, the other Rob was showing it and selling it, but it was not the original press. So, and I found it now for much cheaper. So. Russell Haswell. Now I understand. Yeah, Russell Haswell is a total different beast. Who actually hunted me with a knife after at a festival. Long story. Norbert, Ryan. Did you say an Energy Dome? This was a recent purchase also. Dome, a side project from Wire. This is really, really good. So what we're listening to right now is, I think it's, this is music from the 80s, early 90s. It's a compilation of a Hungarian artist collective. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I think it's from Hungary. No, the story. Yeah. I do have some records from Savoy. So this is kind of a proto-techno track. From '88. So it's from Estonia. I was wrong. Yeah, it's Estonian music. And this was released in '88 in Estonia. This record is so rare. I've never seen it. And this is a compilation of like kind of a best of Kiri or whatever. Yeah. No, yeah, Oleg Muska and Michael Duffy. It's now I remember the story. It's two guys, one guy whose family is from Estonia, and they immigrated to Australia. And there he did electronic music influenced by the traditional folklore of Estonia. And This track doesn't sound too much like that. The first one did, but and they self-released that in Australia, and these records are oh. All right. See you, Rob. I've been thinking about it. I would love to get that as VCLT or present. It seems rather expensive for something that will undoubtedly be a mainstay of your shelves rather than your turntable, I would say. It's too much. It's such a. I think it's a 10 LP. Isn't it 10 LPs, Michael? There's lots of stuff from the LA Free Music Society I like, but so much also that is just interesting or cheeky or crap. But yeah, it's definitely a good sound document. But 13 LPs, come on, no way I'm putting that on my shelves and never playing that. I'd rather have like single LPs like that. This is good. This is really cool. Yeah. 13 LPs box sets. What are you guys thinking? I'm not Mazzy or Randy or Michael. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Okay, next is something really stupid. Next is a French band called Teraoctet. And it's modern gabber. And it's so stupid that I had to get it. I don't know, maybe I'll manage to play it out for like, you know, one of these jilted moments. This is really good. This was just released, by the way, I think. On Stroom, which is, I believe, a label from Belgium. Either Holland, Belgium, or Germany. I'm not sure. With one hero for the light of day. He's been blessed by the medieval gods, slowing down the time with his golden sandals. This is gonna be just so stupid. Most of you don't have the passions. They took the hard path of Düsseldorf. Under the sea. Step by step. And the warlord asked him to write down his manifesto. Let yourself be moved by his force. You guys are all gonna hate this. Octet. Octet. Yeah, so he invented his own genre, Düsselchor, which is kind of a mixture of gabber, kind of gabber, reggaeton, and new beats at the same time. Most unlikely combination. Oh, this is ultimate bad taste. The wax should like this. I'm sure you guys think I'm crazy now, but yeah. I never liked gabber ever, Michael. But yeah. But this is like a reggaeton version of gabber. Exactly. What the fuck is this? Hey, Lars Martin. Lars Martin. Yeah, this is the good comment. Wait to the next one. The next one I believe will be. There's a track called Knights of Dusselcore. So this is kind of like this might be for Michael 45. This is music for goblins, I think. I see goblins dancing to this. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's reggaeton made with the sounds of gabber, which makes it so weird. Yeah. All right. But Michael, I'm sure you could get behind this. Because there's this element of bad taste that we all love, or you and me, we love. So I sample everything. Apart when I'm in the wild, sometimes you can't, but all this was sampled. See, when I buy something like this, for me it is because it's a new combination. It's alien. I don't necessarily need to like it. I just think I need to confront myself to this because it's such a weird idea, like combining the structure of a reggaeton track, the aesthetic of gabber. Yeah, that's the most unlikely thing, especially since it's well done. Actually, like you might hate it, but it's actually very well done. All right, now something from the past. Now this is a reissue I've been talking about. This is something I love. This is is a reissue of Seafield's Secours on Warp as a triple LP. It was originally a double LP. But they reissued it with a whole LP of extra material. Some of it I already have on compilations, but some of it is unreleased. So I kind of had to get it. I'm sure that in your contact list there is a few goblins. Michael, don't lie to us. There are. We all know. So I'm playing the track that was my favorite track back then when this was released back in 1995. So this is when Seafield leaves kind of. This is the only track on the album that has this reminder of the shoegaze, all these, like the bass, plus these drones of guitars, like, or these pads of guitar. But it's this like super metallic, weird rhythm. I really love it. And, it's been remastered, whatever that means. I don't really care. I just wanted to check the new tracks, the tracks I don't have. That's it. Cut myself opening a record. Happens all the time. The next one I actually didn't even listen to. Oh. Sur is transgender artist I saw live in Sheffield 2 years ago. And I don't know if I liked it, but it was intriguing enough. Kind of like having something to do with metal, which is usually what I stay away from, but she was doing something pretty cool. Yeah, that's exactly what I do most of the time. This one, sometimes you have to take a leap of faith, and especially when it's stuff that you might think, oh, I would easily find a reason why not to get it, but let's see. This is electronic music, by the way. Here. So I had zero idea how this will sound, but she was so great live, so weird. And this was released on Planet Mu, a label that, yeah, I like Planet Mu. Zur. I have zero idea how this will sound. Also, I didn't have her previous record. I didn't like it, but I thought it was interesting. So I thought, like, maybe progress. Yeah, very abstract electronic rhythms. Quite otakerish in a way, you could say. Very digital. Ryan, there's constantly new artists coming up. I check. I find the news as exciting as old stuff. It's actually even more challenging because uh, the past has been either approved or dismissed. So you already have guardians of the temple telling you what you get. When it's new stuff, you have to trust your own judgment, your own instinct, and take a chance, which is kind of rare, I think. Unfortunately, working in record stores, you see that people always playing the same stuff or stuff that they listened to when they were teenagers, young adults. Right? This is good, but nothing special. Aesthetically, I went for this record expecting something really personal. Actually, I ordered this year one time from Bleak because they were the only place that had like a 12-inch I wanted. So it was super expensive, but I had no choice. And twice from Boomcat. And one, right, they paid the VAT for me. And the second one was sent to a friend in the UK who shipped it later to me, which turned out not to be the best technique to save money, but that's on me. But no, nowadays I buy, if I can, I buy from HHV. Most of this is coming from HHV in Berlin. Sound O and wherever that is in continental Europe. Mm. Yeah, that's what was interesting to me with Zero, is that she embraced some of the aesthetics of black metal in avant-garde electronics in a way that was pretty cool. And coming from a transgender perspective, like I mean, you saw it live. Yeah. I like this. I like how the vocals are like distant, but also quite sharp. When I say vocals, I. All right, next one. I think Michael might have gotten this next one. Böser Herbst. This is the new album from Thomas Feldman, who's one of the founding members of Palais Schaumburg, Berlin. I believe Berlin, yeah. And he used to be in 3MB with Juan Atkins, and I don't remember who. And he's been a member of the Orb for quite some time now. And he has his band called Sun Electric. Contrary to Maurizio, the other member of Palais Schaumburg, who really basically created German techno. His techno was he was attracted to the UK, I believe, and it was interesting, but it doesn't age that well that often. His Sun Electric stuff. This one is okay. So some musical elements appear in the documentary Herbst 1929. This is a concept album where he uses music from 1929. So there's kind of a hypnagogic, the stuff that basically the Caretaker, William Basinski, and a few others are doing. So it's kind of his take on this. Yeah, of course. Well, what do you expect? Like, the most common denominator is always the lowest one. So I don't know how one would expect anything. Not necessarily anything of value, but like anything that would challenge you if it's approved by everyone. I tell you, Michael, HHV is great. They're really good. Their prices are okay. Their shipping is really good. It's like €9 for as much as you want, and they, if you have a pre-order that is for in the future, they store it and you can add. And they are very friendly and helpful. Let's put it that way. Have you gotten this one, Michael? Thomas Fellman. This is good. Yeah, also kind of reminding of Gas. Yeah, I really like this one. Now it's Tibor Shemze, a composer from Hungary. This is an album that was originally released on Leo Record, the classical label from the UK. This is a recent reissue from last year. So it's Tibor Shemze on flute, voice, drum, computer, sound installation, and some other people helping him. What was pretty cool is that he did that while Hungary was still behind the Iron Curtain, and when they mastered the music, recorded it, they had to use a tape that already withheld some music, and because of that, you can still hear kind of the ghost of the previous recording on that. And apparently, it was some classical music with lots of strings. And yeah, this is a record that I really wish to find an original of, but I settled for the cheap reissue. And but this is a record I've been listening online for years now. And if I find an original copy, I think I'll bite the bullet. There's lots of stuff, lots of other records that are all interesting, but none that talk to me as much as this one. Snapshot from the Island, it is called. I'm really enamored with Hungarian music lately. I don't know why. Manuel, I had €5 discount. It's online shopping, so it's difficult. I mean, HHV is also like a brick and mortar shop, so it's not easy. This is, I find this extraordinary. This is from '86 originally. I think that this reissue was actually produced by Tibor Jamze. Sound installation that he uses is a Revvox G36 tube tape recorder and 4 pieces of Orion AR612 Axirta tube radios. What he does with them, I have no clue. It just sounds great to my ears. I don't think I have the ability to like anything Deep Forest, unfortunately. Sorry. No, Deep Forest is too far for me. Aesthetically, I find it horrendous. Basically, any music that uses synthesizers without even tweaking the oscillators, like raw sounds, but don't even embrace the sound that if the project, if your artistic project is actually doing something with about the raw sounds of the synthesizer, that might be interesting. But if you're just using that because I don't know, because you don't have the instruments, or if you don't tweak it, and for me, Deep Forest is sorry, Bodo. Maybe I missed something. Maybe this one is something different. I must confess, I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. I think I know the name Maria Sebesti in the end. Yeah, this is really up my alley. Almost done, by the way. Next one is a record from a few years ago. I bought this on Discogs. Super cheap. It was quite expensive when it came out, and now it's a bit too special for it to be sold out. Maybe. Great cover. So this is Pancras, recorded in St. Pancras Church, Dengelsheim. I believe this is in Belgium. This is like a Belgian band. It's a double LP. Music for pipe organ, Stiersmuckers, the model from 1848. Bird calls, baroque violin, tin whistle. What is again the name? Not bees, but the fat bee box. Landscape piano, motorized bow, some kind of synth, Standuino Pi synth, microphones, Hergy toys, AM radio, church bells, Ulian pipes, and Hulusi. I don't know. Okay. I kind of like that movie, if I'm being honest. It's a bit too precious, but... Alright, let's try to find what I liked about this. This is cool, but... It's very abstract. I think there are... I remember some tracks being kind of almost catchy. Wow. This is good. I need to investigate this more myself. Pretty intense. Okay. So this is a posthumous a singer from Sophie who died couple of years ago now, I think. And this is a remix by Autechre that was unreleased until this year. I'm a sucker for Autechre. At first, I didn't know if I needed this, if I liked it. This is Autechre doing like electro hip hop, which is kind of what they are all about at their core, if we're being honest. So this is just a pop song with like very modern electronic arrangement, even if this one has some old school vibes. Yeah, Fred. All right, oh no, it's the yeah. Well, you tell me. You can go back. I'll leave the stream until tomorrow. I won't leave it like the previous one. And Lost Record. So I have almost 0 battery left, and I want to go to swim now. This one will be more difficult. Okay, it's difficult to open already, so. The next one is the reissue of Seafield's third album. Also, it came out as a single LP on Reflex, Aphex Twin's label, and it's reissued with one bonus LP. In this case, I think it's all unreleased, but I haven't listened to it, so we'll see. This is the one, Vox. Face shopping. It's a nice little pop song. I'm a hardcore Autechre fan, so I was always gonna get it, I guess, even if I try to fool myself that like, So here, the last record for Tunde. I got a few more, but not from that order. Some secondhand stuff I got today. I might need to clean before I play it on my turntable. So this will be ambient drones for sure. Ah, Face Shopping, yeah, that's right, yeah. Manuel, you love the sushi track? It's nice. So again, quite a lot of fairly abstract stuff here. It's funny how a lot of the stuff from the past I get is fairly normal in a way. But most of the new stuff, the new release stuff, like I have this conversation with a few friends and some of you who are kind of doubting all the new music, new releases, and I'm very excited by new releases, new artists, but that's because they're all great stuff, but to find these you need often to go dig quite deep, and trust your instincts, because no one is validating your choice, because it's the present, which is kind of the future. And this is really exciting to me. Well, this is from the past, obviously, and this is kind of a bestseller. But it's Seafield. I have a section dedicated to Seafield that is probably that big. All right, so that was. It's funny. I can actually hear it, Seafield. Okay, one last for the lost of bass on this one. Whoa. Anyways, for those of you who tuned in and said hello and talked a little bit, thank you. Alan was not here. We were all doing this for Alan, right? So he will get like a non-punk point, and we'll see. I'll get deeper into all these records, and some of these and the ones from last week will probably feature in another way in another video. So we'll see. But on the at first sight, at least 4 records here that are new to me, that are really stunning, and stuff that is up my alley. I don't know how good it is. We'll see. All right, so that was it. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Elliot. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Manuel, Auguste, Bodo, Oscar. No, Victor. Yeah. Who else was there? Michael Pilmer, Lars Martin, Johan, Rob Walker, Norbert, some else. And yeah, this one was maybe not very catchy, like directly. Oh, I really like this. They're really instantly enjoyable or easy to figure out. But if we only had these records, that would be pretty boring, wouldn't it? So that was it for today. I'm gonna. Oh, Christopher, always. I don't know if you were there before and silent. You usually are. But thank you for showing yourself. And I'll leave the stream up till tomorrow sometime. And there you go. If you have any questions in the comments or on another video, and I'll see you later. Bye.